everyone, welcome to my channel. It's really great to see you here. We're here to do the channel guidance for the week ahead. So there's a lot happening. We've had, let me see, pretty much 4 planets go direct just over the past few weeks in October. So, basically big shifts in terms of, being more introspective, going over old stuff, and now things are when planets go direct or station direct, it means that they start to, in comparison to Earth, start to rather than going backwards, they start to move forward. But they don't really move forward when they're stationing direct. They move forward after a bit of time to get, they need time to gain momentum. So that will happen over the next few months, but the fact that they're even, starting to go forward again is, a big shift. And so we'll see that movement from being internal and reflective to actually taking action again and doing things. So that will be really interesting to observe. And also this week we had the full moon in Aries, and I did a video with my really great friend Denise, so I'll put that in the description box as well so that you can watch it. But basically we talk about these things as well, that the full moon is in Aries, and so that's quite a big Aries is a lot of forward movement. It's very you think of a goat, they just go for it really. And so it can be an energy that is a bit explosive or very determined. So just be aware of that when you're going through the week, especially in the days before and the days after, because it happens on the 20th of so Wednesday the 20th, and depends on where you are. It will just depend on when it falls exactly. So just be mindful of where you're at and try not to react without thinking, or just out of impulse, because often that's the time, especially with others, that's when we tend to say things that we regret and things like that. So if you're feeling quite triggered or emotional, I would take some time out just to allow yourself to go through those emotions, because generally it doesn't need to be put onto others. No matter what you're feeling, it's just more that you need to acknowledge how you're feeling and then be able to share what it is that has come out of that period of introspection. And also, as usual, I was asking, what's the message to share with everyone this week, and it was about freeing yourself. So really freeing yourself from the past, and because I've been doing this work for over 20 years now, and I still find there's so much that is coming up for me, and so it's a constant work that we're doing of uncovering what it is that we're still attached to in the past that is affecting us today. And there's a lot of that, so it's just it doesn't need to be overwhelming. You don't need to sort everything out. It's just what's coming up for you at this present time. I just want to share, I had a really interesting dream, which was, my mother was in it, and basically I sort of had a deja vu moment of disapproval of a memory that, or a situation that actually happened, but it presented itself differently in the dream, and it just made me realize where that disapproving part of myself came from. And probably a few years ago I would have blamed my mom, and I think that's a normal part of the process as well, to experience that anger and resentment against what happened when you were younger, when you had no control, you had no ability to do better. But in the same circumstance, after taking that time to allow those emotions out, you begin to realize that everyone's in that situation. So we're all doing the best that we can at the present time. So for me it was more significant, because it was just like, that's where that is sourced from, and I just feel like it's a release. It's enabling me to free myself from that aspect which I thought was a part of me. Like it just happened so naturally. There's that little voice inside that, are you sure that doesn't feel right, or that doesn't, it's not even that doesn't feel right, it's just blatant disapproval. And so, it's something that happens to us automatically, and we assume that it's us, but it's not. It's just something that we got given, conditioned to believe when we were younger, and we continue. So essentially, sorry, I didn't mean for it to be this long, the intro, but essentially just pay attention to what's coming up for you, and just identify. You can ask, if nothing's coming up, just ask, what is it that I need to pay attention to right now? Please show me. You can say that to your spirit, you can say that to the universe, you can say it to whoever you believe in, and it will come to you, I can assure you. And just ask for it to be clear, and for you to be able to release it or heal it with ease, and it will come, and you will be able to release it. And if there's anything I can help you, because it is a process as well, so if it feels overwhelming, then it's great to have support with you, someone who has been through it and can really walk you through it and support you through that process. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. So there's a lot happening this week, really. So be kind and patient to yourself as well along the way. So let's just see what the tarot has to say for us. I think this one's to come out. What other messages are there for us? Oh, okay, we'll take that. A lot of cards there, but never mind. I'm just going to position these so you can see them all clearly. And then, so at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Wands. And so for me, the Four of Wands has various different meanings. Firstly, the Four of Wands is about celebration, almost, because before that you get the Three of Wands, which is about waiting for things to come through, waiting for your dreams to be realized. And then in this, the Four of Wands, they actually are realized. But it also, for since people start seeing repeating numbers, it can represent the 1111, which is also about an awakening, and depending on your own, it's important to feel what these repeating numbers mean for you, because it will be different for everybody. So if you see 11 and it means something to you, maybe it's confirmation that you're on the right track or something like that. So that's another meaning. But basically, I also see it as abundance. It's like a lot of abundance, and so I really feel that in this period of time, we're going through big shifts, and the outside world looks crazy. Everything seems like it's going up in a cloud of dust. But actually, all these things that are coming out now, truths that are being revealed, will help you to see what's happening more clearly. And when we can see clearly, that's when we can really make great decisions from a loving perspective. Whereas when everything is cloudy, then it's very hard to know in which direction to go. So, and I mentioned about the full moon, even though, be reflective and take your time out for your space, but some things happen beyond your control. And if that happens, just know that it's there because it's trying to help you or teach you something along the way. And, don't be afraid, don't go into that fear, but just, how can you be loving to yourself whilst experiencing what you are? So that's really lovely. I'll put it here. And then we've got the first card that came out was the Six of Swords. So it's, we're moving into calmer waters. We've got all the choppy waters here, and things are moving on to a calmer space. So despite, despite what we're seeing, at the core of it, just know that we're moving in the right direction. You're moving in the right direction. And just have faith, trust in that. Then you've got the Page of Wands. So it's again, new beginning in the Wands. So it's the first of the court cards, so it's just saying that it's such a big time for manifesting at the moment. You know, you can create what it is that you want. This, you know, despite what we've been taught that life has to be a certain way, it's really about creating what you want in your life. It doesn't have to be a certain way anymore. All those old chains are breaking down, all those old structures are breaking down because they're no longer working and they're not placed on a foundation of love and, you know, kindness and joy. They're based on fear. So, you know, tune into what it is that you really want to create now going forwards, because you can bring things into your life more quickly than you ever could have realized before, could have known before. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles, and this is about balance in terms of like physical things. So it could be your own physical coins, or almost feels like justice. And you know, normally I wouldn't say it's a justice card, but it's almost like something's coming into balance in financial terms. And so I really feel like, all I can say is really that balance, whether if something's been wronged in some way for you, then there will be some balance in that other way, because we all experience karma. If we do something that isn't kind to someone else, we receive it back straight away. And you know, you might not see it immediately, but I've been seeing it, you know, for a long time now. And so it's really helped me to shift and say, okay, what is it that I want to attract in my life? And so you act in the way that you would like to receive. And so it's really important, because everything outside of us is a reflection of us anyway. So, you know, act from a place of love in what you're doing, because I think karma is very, you know, it's really important to be clear of your actions and to do things from a space of love. And again, you've got the Queen of Swords, and it's all sort of lining up about being clear about your direction and speaking from a place of truth and authenticity, which again, you know, all lines up when we're all moving into this space where being authentic, being truthful is the new reality, and all the old lies and all that, you know, they really are falling away. And so when we build our foundations based on truth, authenticity, love, all those type of things, then we really, you know, essentially create this new beginning, Ace of Cups, in our emotions, in our, you know, in our life in that way. And so there's a lot of messages, so I'm trying to just make it not too complicated, but in general it's just about, there's a lot of good things coming our way. And this week, just know that things are moving forward, but think about what it is that you want to create. Get clear and be authentic and truthful in yourself, and remember karma, like do unto others as you would like others to do to you, because that, things are just moving very quickly right now, and we're in the process of creating this new earth, or aligning with it. It's already here, but aligning with it. So the more that you can align with love and come from that space, then you'll see the rewards coming through, which, you know, that's what the Four of Wands is showing. So I hope that is clear for you. Remember to be kind to yourself this week, and keep in mind your own freedom by letting go of those old conditions and thoughts and things like that. And just see how the week goes for you. And if there's anything you wish to share, please contact me or comment, etc. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in another reading. Bye.